Awesome. Welcome back. Let's talk about Rotimi Amaechi. Don't leave the country for 9 till 5. I'm going to play a short video and then we'll talk about it. I want to know the chief's thoughts on this comment. Rotimi was in the news quite a bit about some other stuff over the week, but let's just cover this one and lighten up the mood a little bit, and then we'll take it from there. Let's listen.
Indeed, a very good political trait or general trait in life. What is one piece? Right, so no more political questions. What is one piece of advice or wisdom that you consider crucial for personal growth and success?
I've always discouraged those who want to leave the country. I said 9 to 5. 9 to 5, yes. You can always get 9 to 5 job when you leave the country, but you can never get the opportunity you will get in Nigeria. You can just wake up one day, you become a minister in Nigeria. You can just wake up one day, you become a governor. It just happens. I don't know how this country operates. So if you're looking for opportunity, please stay back in Nigeria. If you're looking for 9 to 5 safety and all that, one of my friends said to me, but supposing you're waiting for that opportunity and they kill you, well, maybe that's your destiny.
But
honestly,
the example you just gave
the opportunities are here.
Right. The example you just gave is for 5,000 or less positions, but we have 250.
All right, let me just stop it right there. What are your thoughts about his advice? Don't leave the country for 9 to 5.
Yeah, let me commend him for being in the forefront of the effort to curb the phenomenon of Japa, or what we call Japaism. See, his advice, especially where he said he was at a loss about how Nigeria works. You can wake up today and be nobody, and then tomorrow morning you find yourself becoming a minister. Now, he said he had no clue. Yeah, that he had no clue as to how Nigeria works. Let me juxtapose that with a personal experience. When I first got to Abuja, you see, one of the people who made it so easy for me to settle down, integrate, and function as a very serious journalist in Abuja happened to be the current editor of the Guardian newspaper, Mr. Martin Zoloja. Mr. Martin Zoloja happened to be one of those experienced journalist professionals who understood the ways of Abuja. He had his own publication, and then in the course of our meeting, he sat me down and gave me a copy of a publication he had before he moved on to other titles, and before he became the bureau editor or the bureau chief, the Guardian paper in Abia. The title of that story, which he investigated and reported exclusively for his own publication then, was How Abuja Works. How Abuja Works. Kind of compendium. If he's watching this, if he's listening, he should remember that was what he did for me to get me integrated into the system in Abuja very well. And exactly Mr. Rotimi Amaechi, the former governor of Rivers State, one-time Minister of Transport, that is what he is hinting on. And really, to put it succinctly, that is the way Abuja is. That is the way Nigeria is. However, that is not to rule out the fact of certain dysfunctionalities within that system. What could make a man wake up yesterday almost... we are not talking of you not having skills now. You having skills, you doing stuff, and all of a sudden, you find out that you did not have much money. But this morning now, you're waking up becoming mega rich. How do you explain that? In the Western world, where people where things are tracked, they follow the pattern of your income. There are digital footprints on your purchases, your lifestyle, and then you started spending money as if you're a drunken sailor. That is one thing that shows that there is job, there is more to be done about Nigeria, because you have to explain how something that is meant for almost 1 million people suddenly becomes yours and yours alone. You have to explain how a so-called Accountant General of the Federation or whatever the designation was or is, how it could end up with over 90 billion naira. You know what 90 billion naira could do for 5 million people? But he alone took possession of that. Look at the issue of MENA. Even look at the one of the Minister of Humanitarian Services that we're talking of. We don't know if she's guilty or not. But what makes it possible for a person like Yeson Wike to imagine that it's the Lord of the Manor, whatever is meant for all the citizens of River State? Oh, Mr. Governor, I have this ode on you. You have to empty that into my purse, allegedly. These are the things that we know happen in Nigeria. So it is almost like operating a mob mentality, and we cannot find justification for that. This is the shocking news for Mr. Rotimi Amaechi, somebody I admired, you know. So, I mean,
I met him by way of you. It's a good guy, you know.
Yeah,
but true. I don't know him like that. Yeah.
Yes, in company of other professional colleagues of mine in New Jersey then. And
right.
there are even the times that we have to go to River State to do special reports. But I mean, you know, he majored in English just like I did in the university.
Okay.
The shocking news for him is that is not so fast.
Not so fast.
Not so fast. No. He, as one of the leaders of Nigeria, must sit down, evolve, develop, give us an architecture of a system that works, where you can explain your wealth, where if you work hard, you get adequately rewarded, notnicompoomps, not riffraffs, suddenly becoming so wealthy, and they talk gibberish in the name of political campaigns, and they heat up the polity and make life so
hard
difficult for Tom, Dick, and Harry everywhere. No, that is not a recipe for making people to stay in the system and not want to japa. You continue to do all these rigmaroles, trying to say that you are smart Alex instead of being smart leaders and politicians. The youth will tell you that they have their responses. And like we have said in another leg of our reports tonight, if you do not do something, something is going to do you.
That
is what Nigeria is facing currently. That is what Nigeria is facing currently. So don't make it look like I mean, Nigeria is a place where you can even live abroad. You send money home. You build good houses. You go to that country, you find out that you cannot even sleep in those fantastic, what's it called, villas and mansions you have built. You live in.
I know.
Hotel. Yes, you live in. You sleep in hotels and just come around that your beautiful edifice once in a while. Why should the country work like that? So, honorable.
What it described.
Yes, honorable past minister. You cannot curb. Yes, no, sir. You cannot curb Japaism like that. If you are listening, and you must listen. And you guys got a job. You see, leaders here, they operate servant leadership model.
Yes.
Roll up your sleeves. You have seen Obama do that. You have seen Joe Biden do that. All over the world, leaders roll up their sleeves. They don't come in their flame parachutes called a Babaringa or Agbada, and they make everybody to work their butts off like slaves. And then you say they should not japa. If you must japa and get results everywhere,
that's what you have to do.
That is what you have to do. You don't have to be in the neighborhood and begin to be reduced to a non-entity. You have to watch somebody's car, run a stupid errand, and then your humanity, your human worth is reduced to nothing. It's not going to work like that. Or you live in a country where the police turn the gun that is meant for your protection. Where a general who is supposed to develop plans for the security of the nation will take a gun and sack elected government. Something like Muhammadu Buhari and Co did. And you said people should not japa. No. That is Obesian society, where life is short, bookish, nasty, and what have you. That is not where anybody will want to live. That is what they have reduced Nigeria to. Unless you do something about that, I'm sorry. yeah, that suggestion is worthless. Thank you.
Absolutely. I'm gonna ask the audience this question, right? The advice of the Honorable His Excellency I was about to say Rotimi Amechi,
What you are
right?
making-
right?
Yeah,
His advice. Go
yeah.
ahead.
Ola,
Go ahead.
let me give you a clue because I was asking the former governor. I asked him, so uh, you are from the River State and you are an Ikwere man. How did you end up with Rotimi Yoruba name? And he explained to me that his father actually gave him that name in admiration of the man we used to call Timi the Law, the Wizard of Law, Chief Rotimi Williams. That was,
Oh wow.
that he was named Rotimi in honor of that man.
Of Chief
So, please,
Rotimi
yeah,
Williams.
yeah, go on. You know, once in a while, I will be bringing you
Absolutely. Yes.
from my past works. But that was how the former governor Rotimi Amechi explained his Yoruba name to me.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's awesome. Now, I'm going to ask you this question, the audience, and please leave us your comments in the. By any chance, does the advice that Honorable His Excellency Rotimi Amechi gave, does it sound like a dysfunction or does it sound like the country you want? That's my question for you, and we're going to go on to the next story, and we'll be back in about 20 seconds.